Paragraph 3 of Patrick Henry's speech to the Virginia Convention sparked the colonists' fight against Britain. He encouraged them to fight back against the unfairness and stand up for themselves.
Trust it not, sir. It will prove a snare to your feet.
Henry said this to let the colonists know that Britain would betray them if the colonists trusted the king. The snare represented Britain attacking the colonies.
Patrick Henry used rhetorical questions to make the colonists think. Once he asked, "Is it the insidious smile with which our petition has been lately received?" That question meant that Great Britain was being deceiving and was not truly accepting of their wants. Britain was ready to show their power over the colonists.
Another question used was, are fleets and armies necessary to a work of love and reconciliation? Have we shown ourselves so unwilling to be reconciled that force must be called in to win back our love? Henry is asking the question, do we colonists have to be forced to trust the British?
He says their experience will guide them, and their experience alone. In the past, the British have let them down, and they should not believe in false hopes. The colonists should not trust in them anymore because the British will purposely try to make them fail. Why trust a person who has a great army covering your land, ready for war with no other enemy near? There is no good reason. The only possible excuse for these actions is war, and our only option to confront them is the same.
Patrick Henry wanted to get into the colonist emotion. To do this, he used religion. Suffer not yourselves to be betrayed with a kiss. Henry compared their situation to the New Testament. Great Britain was Judas and the colonists Jesus. In Jesus' story, he was betrayed by Judas. Henry showed again that Britain would betray the colonists.
Ask yourselves how gracious reception of our petition comports with those warlike preparations which cover our waters and darken our land. It's a great quote that shows vividly how the British have covered their land and seas with armies ready to strike. They wanted to intimidate the colonies into following their orders.
Patrick Henry used a strong vocabulary to grab the attention and emotions of his listeners using words such as war and subjugation, submission, motive, accumulation of navies and armies. The use of these words are used to sway the view of the listeners to support the cause of war. This method of pathos proved a winner with the colonists.
Right there, guys. We did. Oh, 10 out of 10. Here we see a wild Alejandro in his natural habitat.
Oh, he did it.
You gotta make me look good, not bad.
I think he looks pretty good. His humble abode.
Yoda.
Oh!
The use of these words are used to sway the views of the listeners to
You walk away every day it'll rain, rain.
Dang. Be careful, please. I don't have insurance. Oh, God. Come on. Patrick Henry wanted to get into the colonist emotion. Patrick Henry, dang it. Alejandro.
yell out.
Walking in perfect line. Good serve.